Millions of Americans are scrambling right now to secure their Real IDs with less than 3 weeks left to go until that looming federal deadline.
Here's our Julia Richardson explaining how that ID is different and sharing what you can expect if you've still got to head out to get yours.
I'm told DMVs across the state, like the one here behind me, actually haven't been too crowded, despite the federal Real ID deadline being a little bit over 18 days away.
It was really easy.
Amber Patterson tells me she went to the DMV today to get her Real ID after moving states.
I switched it over from a North Carolina ID, which I'd had for probably 15 years. I said, let me see if I can get there. I walked in at 7 minutes until they closed.
But luckily, here in South Carolina, residents can do just that and still walk out of the DMV with a Real ID the same day. SC DMV Executive Director Kevin Schwedo says unlike DMVs in other states, his department hasn't seen a large uptick in customers in recent weeks.
We have our historic highs. We manage them within plus or minus 10%, and we will identify anytime we're over the historic part by 10%, and we have been for a couple of weeks, but not by a lot. Not enough to go ahead and cause any dramatic impact on the customer.
One of the reasons for this, Schwedo says, is that South Carolinians have had 7 years to obtain a Real ID if they've wanted one, and 62% of residents have. But he says there are still about 1 million residents without one.
Many have either deliberately chosen not to get a Real ID, or they don't see the need for it.
And if you don't plan on flying domestically or visiting places like federal buildings and military bases, you won't need a Real ID. But the latter is a reason one man I spoke with says he plans to get his.
I haven't got it yet. I need to get it. My nephew is going to be graduating from Paris Island, so I'm pretty sure they're going to make me have to have it to get in for his graduation.
Now, if you aren't sure whether or not you have a Real ID, check for a gold star on the upper right-hand corner of your driver's license. Now, if you don't have one on your driver's license, but you have a passport or a military ID, that could also be used as a Real ID. Reporting in Myrtle Beach, Julia Richardson, WNBF News.